Scorpio friends. We're here to do the singles reading today.
Hola amigos, I'm Yazda,
David.
David in Tarot Mi Amor.
We just got through shuffling, so this is for singles, super singles I call it. This is for the second half of March, okay? And what we're looking for here is your person, Scorpio. Well, we call it the four pillars. This is their emotional aspect. This is their intellectual. This is their sexual. What got going on there?
And
this is their life. 7 and 9. Lifestyle. Also, I think of this too as this is kind of like core values, you could call it. So the four pillars of a chair, let's say, or a table. So what we want to do here is a little different. Scorpios, we want to identify your person. And I mean identify them at a deeper level, not just do they have a beard or not. I want to identify how they are kind of emotionally, and to a point where you're going to be able to go, wow, this is them, okay? So first thing we do is like clear the deck, clear the runway of all people, because we're asking Spirit here now to show us who is our person, Scorpio, single, you have not met yet, that Spirit has for you. Okay, this is how this kind of designed. If you met them, it's going to show up in the heart spread. So they're coming in, they have room now, and you're talking to them. We're going to try to describe, if we're there on a date, for instance, how they might be emotionally. And you've got to look so untraditionally with these, but with the Knight of Swords and then the Six of Wands, you know, emotionally, I think this someone does wear their emotions on their sleeve. They're emotional. You're very, you show your emotions, and you may. This would be someone who talks about their emotions, maybe in the way of like, oh my God, I feel so hot, or oh my God, I'm so sad today because it's the third day it's raining, and so you're on a date. You're going to hear them probably say, even on a couple-hour date, somewhere in there, I bet they're going to say, oh, I feel like I'm parched and I need some water or something. So I think they'll be expressive of their emotions. Okay. But I don't think they're like overly emotional, this person. So emotionally, I think they're going to be kind of neutral. They're not going to be like a Cancer type moon or Cancer Mars or something where they're going to be emotionally, not going to be emotionally needy. So if that rings with you, Scorpio, you know, and I don't see that they're going to be bad, because again, this is your person, but they're just not going to be that person who's real emotionally needy. And then when you look at the intellect, and when you get the Tower, babe, and the King of Cups here, in terms of the intellect, this is somebody who's learned hard lessons in life, and I think that they learn from their gut. They react from their gut, which actually that could be Aries energy, reacting from your gut. Aries Mars, Aries Suns, Aries Moons, because it's kind of how the Tower's going to look here, and they may have been I want to say manifested, but they may have been subject to, if you're into astrology, you see how transits works. It's strange, not exactly like you're manifesting it, but for their soul's purpose, they may have had more than one kind of mental crisis, you know, where they had to face something really hard mentally, like it would be something that like a belief system that crashed down, like you're a Christian and then something happens and now you're not, you're an atheist and now you are a Christian, you're you really believed in the bipartisan democracy in America, and then you discover it's actually a fear-death cult. Whoa. But so I think this person, though, realized they're emotional in the way they think. So this is like you kind of feel your thoughts, and so also someone that their gut will tell them a lot, and they may talk about this. They may even say, again, like over here, what they might say. here you might find them saying somewhere in a conversation, that doesn't gut check with me, I'm sorry, or, I go with my gut, or I use gut instinct, or something like that. And with this person, I think like they don't, it works for them, but also too, they can say powerful things perhaps too, bringing up something from their gut and then putting it into words, because maybe they wouldn't even realize how strong it is, how deep they're going too, so I think you'll notice that as you're talking to them as well, particularly if you go to them a little bit in that direction, And then sexually, with the Four of Wands and the Four of Cups, I swear I kind of see the Madonna prostitute syndrome. So you could be dealing like with a Catholic or somebody had a strong emotional or strong religious upbringing somehow. But again, this is your person, so it wouldn't be something insurmountable. But God, it sure seems like something like that. And it could be simple as really getting into that with them. Maybe they don't really realize it, because they're getting like these strong, loving. They have in their sexuality, it would be very emotional and strong and loving. And they may say, I love you, say I love you. But then there's another part of them that's having trouble. I say the Madonna prostitute syndrome, maybe emotionally attaching fully. Almost like a mild reactive attachment disorder. If you know that, you can Google it. And sometimes just talking about that and telling them, hey, honey, you're safe with me, right? I got you. You're safe. And take a little action. So, also with this person, person probably going to sleep with you on the first date for exactly that reason. They need to feel safe. Okay, that's what this is. They need to feel safe and like they're in a commitment even, or marriage even. Maybe they did have a religious background. They're like, you know what, sorry, saving it for Jesus, or saving it till I get married, something like that. But at the very least, it's going to be they need to feel safe and secure before they're going to want to have sex. Now, with the, this has got salesman written all over it, and maybe someone that travels, and so in their lifestyle, it's going to be a very active lifestyle, however you shake it. And here with this defensive Seven of Wands, but your Seven and Eight of Wands, it would just take away the defensiveness for a moment. It's taking action, and taking a lot of action and being able to project it. These are going off a long distance, So I really got a feeling your person's going to be someone that travels. If not, they're dealing with things maybe all over the world through an electronic means, but there's a lot of actions, and I think there's someone that problem solve. They do something, they don't just sit around and think, or they do something and solve problems. That's going to be pretty much a giveaway. You start to find out what they're doing. They're not a clerk at somewhere, or radiologist or something. They're like teaching radiology, or doing it in India via an online vehicle, something like that. A little bit extraordinary. Like it's like, whoa, you're like they're going to tell you a story and be like, whoa, dude, it's out there. That's amazing. Whatever it is that they're doing. So that should be pretty obvious too, Pisces. Scorpio. So maybe they're Pisces. But let us know.
Okay, amigos.
Thank you.
Gracias.
All right. We'll see you next week.